What Bernie Sanders should have said.
I'm sick and tired of hearing about your damn emails. The thing is, they're distracting from the real problem. What's the real problem? Your husband's foundation took hundreds of millions of dollars. Who do you owe that to? You owe that to Saudi Arabia, you owe that to corporations, you owe that to very, very rich men. They own you now. How is it not bribery if you're taking in hundreds of millions of dollars and they're expecting favors back? You've made it quite clear that you will reward the people who give you money. You've rewarded Goldman Sachs. You won't even admit that your husband getting rid of Glass-Steagall is the reason the economy tanked. You don't want to fix it. You don't want to reinstate Glass-Steagall, which protected the economy, because Goldman Sachs doesn't want Glass-Steagall back. So they bought you. That's bribery. The fact that your husband's foundation's taken in hundreds of millions of dollars without even having to register them as campaign donations, that's bribery. So yeah, I'm sick and tired of hearing about your damn emails. I'd like to talk about the real scandal here. Come on now. So what do you think? I got the hair down, kind of got the accent down. It was a decent Bernie. But yeah, that's what he should have said, because that's the real scandal, folks. And that's why we need Frank for president. Because I'm not going to tippy-toe around Hillary Clinton like Bernie Sanders does. I'm going to go ahead and talk about the real truth of her campaign. The people she's taken money from, the favors she owes. It took her over a decade. It took her over a decade to admit that overthrowing Saddam Hussein was a bad idea. And she's still not even ready to admit that overthrowing Gaddafi was a bad idea. She's all happy that, oh, we came, we saw, he died. But what happened next? The country was destabilized, and all of their weapons and money is going to ISIS. So Hillary, what you did there was create ISIS. Okay, full disclosure, she helped create ISIS. George Bush started it by destabilizing Iraq with her vote. Then she exacerbated it by insisting, oh, we have to get rid of Gaddafi. Well, what happened there? We destabilized that country. And has she learned a lesson then? No, of course not. Now she wants to get rid of the sitting leader of Syria. Okay, she wants to get rid of Assad. She insists, oh, we still have to get rid of Assad. The act of getting rid of Assad is what created the space for ISIS. The fact we keep trying to do it is what's feeding ISIS. So here's an idea. Let's stop murdering sitting heads of state and focus on our own problems here at home. Because getting rid of Gaddafi didn't make things better for Americans, but it sure made things worse. So Hillary, considering the fact that you can't seem to learn from your mistakes and that you are financially beholden to all kinds of shady characters and countries, thanks to the hundreds of millions of dollars they gave your husband, his foundation. So because of all that, Hillary, you don't get to be president. You don't get to be, okay? People, by election day, they're going to realize, you know what? I think I should write in Frank Barish. Because Frank Barish is an honest dude. Frank Barish is beholden to no one but the American people. Frank Barish isn't corrupt like Hillary Clinton. Frank Barish understands that when you sow the seeds of war around the world, war comes back and bites you in the ass. Hillary doesn't get that. And I understand the concept of bribery and that you are participating in bribery. So, how much? How much do you owe Saudi Arabia? You don't get to be president, Hillary. Case closed.